916-3929. Your acceptance is guaranteed for one of these insurance policies, even if you're retired. You can see any dentist you choose and never pay a deductible. Get coverage for less than $1 a day and put less money where your mouth is. For your free information kit with all the details, call 1-800-916-3929. 1-800-916-3929. If you're overwhelmed by debt and thinking about going to a credit counseling company for help, think again, because the majority of those companies actually work for the credit card companies, and they make the credit card companies a lot of money from people just like you. But there's another way out of debt, and it's not bankruptcy. A way to reduce your debts and save you thousands of dollars. Even better, you can find out how for free by calling 1-800-391-0611. At Freedom Debt Relief, we're not a credit counseling organization. We're not a debt consolidation company. We offer a unique alternative to save you the most money possible to resolve your debt in the shortest amount of time. If you're thinking about a credit counselor, ask yourself this. Are they working for you or the credit card companies? Reduce your debts and save thousands of dollars by learning the secrets to settling your debt. For free information, call 1-800-391-0611. That's 1-800-391-0611. 1-800-391-0611. Sirius XM.
Sirius XM.
Satellite radio.
You're listening to Sirius XM Satellite Radio.
Satellite radio.
In that segment tonight over the weekend, former Vice President Dick Cheney defended the NSA's snooping and said this about whistleblower Edward Snowden.
I think he's a traitor. I think he has committed crimes, in effect, by violating the agreements given the position he had. Well, I'm deeply suspicious, obviously, because he went to China. That's not a place where you ordinarily want to go if you're interested in freedom and liberty and so forth. So it raises questions whether or not he had that kind of connection before he did this.
And joining us out of Austin, Texas, Carl Rove knows Mr. Cheney very well. Do you think the former Vice President wants to execute Snowden?
Well, look, there are two definitions of traitor. You're a word guy, Bill. One is to say that someone who betrays another's trust or is false to an obligation or duty, and the other definition is one who is guilty of treason. I think we can all agree that Mr. Snowden has betrayed the trust of the American people. Whether or not he's guilty of treason, which is punishable by death, we'll leave that up to the lawyers. I think it's more likely he's going to be charged with violations of the Espionage Act, which could, I saw one analysis today that suggested that given how many multiple counts of documents that he's given to the Guardian and others, that it could be as many as 100 years in jail if found guilty. They're charged with all of them and found guilty.
Now, Snowden and his supporters say he's not a traitor, that he's doing what is necessary to protect the Constitution of the United States. So there are two sides to this story, correct?
Well, look, if he really truly were protecting the Constitution of the United States, then he ought to go to members of Congress that might be sympathetic to his viewpoint, like Senator Wyden of Oregon, and say, I'm a whistleblower. I'm blowing the whistle on bad behavior at the NSA. He did not do that. He he was in Hawaii, deserted his girlfriend, left his apartment, flew to Hong Kong, showed up, gave a bunch of interviews to publications, and is living the high life in a territory of the People's Republic of China. So I
don't know how much of a high life it is. But I agree with the Vice President. It's pretty suspicious that you flee to China. And Hong Kong, of course, under the control of mainland China now. If you want freedom and everything, you maybe, as I told David Letterman tonight, you flee to Anguilla or someplace like that. You don't go to a totalitarian country. But we don't have any evidence that Snowden's tied into the Chinese other than he's sympathetic in giving them stuff. Now, you heard...
No, but we do know from his behavior, though, that he had alternatives if he was an honorable person.
And we did that on Thursday.
Members of Congress to...
Absolutely. We brought in a whistleblower attorney. He could have gone through and protected himself on that way if he wanted to. No, he chose. He chose to do what he did. He has to take what the American law is.
Consequences.
Bottom line. Right. Now, you heard the first two segments. Now, I am concerned that because the Obama administration is fairly insular, all right, that we're not going to get to the bottom of any of this stuff, that they're going to be able to rope-a-dope it, and, the American public being distracted and all of that. I don't see anybody crusading to solve Benghazi, the IRS, the NSA. I don't see anybody crusading with any power to do that.
Yeah. Well, look,